So what I intend to do, I'm going to play my role as a scientist to understand in depth as to how it works, why it works, you know, and what implications it has not only for the current as well as the future. What struck me, by the way, was also I was not excited till I saw the University of Berlin reports where they actually looked at SARS-CoV-2 and showed that 99% destruction can take place.
The first point I would like to answer is the technology has to work on a permanent basis. That means it has to be washable and reusable. That is the core of Livinguard, is sustainable technologies and not a one-time technology. The technology itself, is a what we call polycationic technology, or it's a positive charge. We attack the cell walls only of a microbe. We don't poison. So there is no antibiotic, or there is no leaching of or transference of any chemistry from the surface of the textile onto the microbe. It is straight electrical charge, and that electrical charges, or multitudes of electrical charges, burst open a virus. So once the microbe is in contact with our textile, they are dead. So this is our reusable, washable face mask. And then this is a new solution that we're going to launch. It's a glove. It's a simple cotton glove that's also washable and reusable with the same technology. So what you're going to be able to do is grip a lot of places and also prevent major cross-contamination. So we think that a mask, a glove, and then a simple product which is a wipe, which is also washable and reusable to wipe down surfaces, like, for example, if you're in a plane or if you're going onto an aircraft and you want to wipe your seat handles or the tray in front of you, then this would also be very effective.
Got it. Okay. So I think what you're saying is there is a continuous capture and a kill.
Yes.
And this coercive bonding as against weak bonding, which can be just destroyed by washing.
Yes.
Kind of a washproof sort of a situation. So
yes.
That you can, when it comes to India, we talk about cost, most importantly.
Yes.
But now,
yes.
Also worried about environment, of course. So in terms of cost and environment issues, how does it compare?
I'll come to the environmental issue first. I mean, in terms of pure mass, if 1 million people wore a disposable mask versus our mask, it would be 36,000 tons less of environmental waste, and then in terms of cost, this mask doesn't cost more than 10 rupees per use. Now, a regular mask also costs money, and every time you wear it, the bigger difference is once you've worn a mask that has no antiviral properties at all, right? The contamination is on the mask, and the problem with our habits is we tend to hold the mask to adjust it. Now, the moment you hold the mask to adjust a mask, your problem is going to be that your fingers have the virus on them. Then if you rub your eyes or rub your nose, you have infected yourself, or you shake hands, or you touch a surface and you've transferred it. So in terms of cost per use, we are very cost efficient.
I think the interesting point for me is that whereas the normal masks are preventive, our Prime Minister has talked about Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Yes.
Atmanirbhar is self-reliant, wanting to stand on one's own feet. That does not mean we are closing our doors to sort of others. We do want to become part of the global supply chain. It is not about isolation, but integration. But there is a big emphasis on Make in India.
Yes.
So can you tell us, as far as your technology is concerned, the Make in India part of it?
Well, sir, I'm actually very proud as an Indian, and the masks are being made in India by Indians for India.
So can you tell differentiator in terms of toxicity?
Toxicity is concerned, I think that is a, you are killing microbes. What else are you killing? That is the first, or what else are you affecting? So when we talk about polycations and covalent bonding, the first thing we do is to make it a non-leaching technology. Of inhalation of silver, for example, which you raised, is death, because it will finally reduce the functions of your lung and heart, and they will stop working. So I think the toxicity issue is one that one has to take just as seriously as the ability to kill a virus. One has to be just as cognizant of toxicity along with it.
By talking about the future, what else can we do which can impact the humanity?
So on one side, we're going to expand our testing and our materials search for better polymers. And on the other side, what we want to do is worry about areas that are of great concern. So one is, of course, the healthcare workers. And the problem is when you get an infection like COVID, you are susceptible to other hospital infections. Like, for example, all the, resistant drugs. You have to believe the healthcare. Now, the other big industries that have been affected, of course, besides healthcare, is the hotel industry, the restaurant industry, and the airline industry. People want to travel. People want to go from a place A to place B. So our focus will be on getting those textiles that work in these areas to perform and provide protection.